Hi, welcome to my video on the classification of angles. Acute angles, right angles, obtuse angles, a straight angle, reflex, vertically opposite angles, and perpendicular lines. Let's go. Angles, classification. An angle can be classified by the number of degrees. An acute angle is an angle less than, an angle between 0 and 90 degrees. It's less than 90, between 0 and 90. A right angle has a 90-degree angle. An obtuse angle is between 90 and 180. And a straight angle is 180 degrees. A reflex angle is greater than 180 and less than 360. In other words, it's between 180 and 360. Reflex. Practice. Classify each angle. A 90-degree pause, give the name, and play back. 90-degree angle is a right angle. A 60-degree angle is between 0 and 90, so it's acute. 300-degree angle is reflex angle. 180-degree angle is a straight angle. A straight angle, if I can spell right, IGHT. A straight angle is a line that forms a straight line. Straight angle, straight line. 150 degrees is an obtuse angle. Practice. Classify each angle. So notice I have the curve there. That's a straight angle. It's a straight line. And that angle there, 90 would be right up here with this line. So that's acute. It's less than 90. This is a 90 would be right there. 180 would be across right straight through here. So that angle is obtuse. It's between 90 and 180. And with the little mark in the corner like that, that indicates that it's a right angle. And this angle, if you go that way across there, that's a straight angle there. So that's 180 as far as there and more. So that's a reflex angle. Practice. Pause the video. See if you can name each of these angles. Name the angles using 3 letters from the diagram on the left. A right angle. A right angle could be ABT. Angle ABT. Or it could be TBC. These are right angles. Either one of these two. If that's a right angle there, then on the other side is a right angle. An acute angle. Acute angle could be TBH, or it could be HBC. There's 2 of them right here. A straight angle is angle ABC. It's a straight angle, straight line. An obtuse angle could be angle ABH. If that's a 90, and that's 180, so if I go out here, so this angle right here, ABH, is obtuse. Okay, let's continue. Vertically opposite angles or opposite angles, either or, whatever way your book or your teacher says it. When 2 lines intersect, a pair of opposite angles are formed. Each pair has equal measures. So what we're saying is that if you take 2 lines and intersect them like an X, then the vertically opposite angles, that one equals that one, and that one equals that one. Here we have 2 lines, M and N, intersecting at O. The lines M and N intersect at O. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2, the vertically opposite angles. Angle 3 equals angle 4. Vertical across the vertex. Angle 3 equals angle 4. They're vertically opposite angles. two lines intersect again, the vertical angles are A and C and H and G. And they're equal. Angle A equals angle C, angle H equals angle G. There's two lines intersecting again. The vertically opposite angles are, and you got more, you got three letters, so it's A, O, V, that's this one. And that's vertically opposite to B, O, C. And this angle here, which is AOB, is vertical to COV. Angle COV. So notice two lines intersect, the angles across from each other are equal. Practice. Name the opposite angles, or the vertically opposite angles in each diagram. Angle 1 and angle 3 are vertically opposite. In number 2, angle A and angle E are vertically opposite. And angle F and angle B, so F and B are vertically opposite, A and E are vertically opposite. And again, I could write down that if I want, angle 1 equals angle 3. Angle A equals angle E. Angle F equals angle B, but we're only asking you to state which angles are vertically opposite, or opposite angles. Opposite angles equal when two lines intersect. So here's two lines intersecting. So if that angle is 60 right there, that's a 60, then X is 60, because they're equal. Two lines intersect again, crisscross, and X, then angle Y is 142, because the vertically, I'm used to saying vertically opposite angles, but some people say opposite angles. So if I say vertically opposite all the time, you know what I'm talking about. Two lines intersect again, then angle A is opposite to 54, so they're equal. And angle B is opposite to 126, so they're equal. Why is angle X equal to angle Y? Because they're vertically opposite angles. Or you just could say opposite angles, your choice. Continue. Now we have a straight angle. Notice a straight angle is a straight line. Again, think, a straight line is a straight angle. A straight angle has a measure of 180 degrees. And as I showed you before, remember the protractor? Just show this. The protractor is, if you think about it, right along that line is 180 from there to there. So if you measured all the way around like that, you would have 180 degrees right on around from here over to here. So a straight angle is at the bottom of your protractor, 180 degrees. It's a straight line, as you can see. When a straight angle is split into two parts, the sum of the measures of the two angles is 180. So we take two angles and add them up to form a straight line. Each of them together, their sum is 180. Notice that we have a straight line here. So name the straight angle. The straight angle is PQR. First thing I look, I have a straight angle. That means angle A, add on angle B, is 180 degrees. Complete the statement. I got one diagram with 1 and 2. Angle 1 and angle 2, if you add them together, you get 180 degrees. And the reason? Because you have a straight angle. Complete the statement from this diagram. Angle 3 plus angle 9 is 180 degrees. Reason? Straight angle. Angle 4 plus angle 9. So if that's a straight line right there, you got 3 and 9. If you take this line right here, then you got 4 and 9 add up to 180 degrees, because that's a straight angle on the other side. Notice that 3 equals 4 because you have, I call it vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. VOA, vertically opposite angles. State in value, or state in values, this make the English better. State the value of each variable in degrees, the word in there. Is that appropriate? So if I got a straight angle here, that means that that's 50, then x is 130, because they add up to 180. If that's a straight angle there, that's 132, then y is 48, because 48 and 132 is 150. And angle A is equal to 60 degrees because it's vertically opposite angles. And B, there's a straight angle right here, so that means 60 and B, so angle B is 120, forming a straight angle. And if I take this straight line right here and make this a straight angle, C is 120 because of a straight angle. But if you say B is 120, you can say C is 120 by vertically opposite angles. So you can get C both ways. Once you get B, then C could be a straight angle with the 60 there, or it could be vertically opposite angles with the B, your choice. D, I have a straight angle, which is 180 degrees. 60 and 70 add up to 130. So if that's a straight angle, 180 subtract 130 is 50. So H is 50 degrees. You got to add up to 180. E, let's see what we have here. We have a straight angle right there. Straight line. So that means X is equal to 40 because it adds up to 180. And if that's 40 and that's 60, that's 100 together right here. That's 100. So that means A, there's a straight angle right here. So that means A is equal to 80. Because if you think about it, 40 and 60 and 80, straight angle, added up 100, 180. And we have, notice, a straight angle. We have 2 lines intersecting there and there. So these 2 angles, this one and this one, think about it, this one and this one are vertically opposite. So Y is 40 degrees because it's vertically opposite too. And if you know anything about all the way around a circle, if you think about it, all the way around a circle is 360 degrees. So if you put Y in to be 40 and you work your way all the way around, all of these angles would add up to be 360. Let's continue. A right angle. A right angle is an angle has a measure of 90 degrees. So notice when you have 2 lines like that, you make a right angle with a bar like that. Or if you do this, then when you put that bar in like that, notice that's a little square, so it indicates that like a rectangle. In the corner of this piece of paper, there's a right angle. In the corner of the piece of if you think about it, the corner of the right there, the corner of that piece of paper, that's a right angle. Let's continue. If a straight angle is split into 2 parts, the sum of the measure of the 2 angles is 90 degrees. 90 degrees. Yes. Okay. Notice we have a diagram A, B, C. We have BT going out in the middle. Notice we have this little box that indicates that's a right angle. So angle ABC is a right angle. Let me use RT for right angle. The measure of angle ABC is 90 degrees. And angle ABT and CBT, these 2 angles will add up to give me 90 degrees. Notice that angle ABT and are notice they're acute angles. So if this is a right angle, if A, B, C is a right angle, these two angles here that make up the right angle must be acute, because both of these angles have to be less than 90. And we got another diagram. Let's see what X is. So if that's a right angle right there, and that's a 70, X must be 20, because 20, and 70 makes 90. And we have a right angle again, that box. So if that's a right angle and that's a 90, X must be 50, because if you put 50 there and 40 there, you get a 90. And you have a straight line right there like that. That's a straight angle. So if that's a 40, this must be 140, because it makes up 180. So W is 140. And if you think of it on the other side, X and Y that's 130. Because 130 and 50 is 180. So on this side you got 180. On this side you got 180. Another diagram. We want to find the angles B and A and C and X. B is, the square is there, a little box. So B is a 90-degree angle because of the box. That means that if this angle is 60, right here, there's a line right here and a line here. These two lines are intersecting, so that angle C must be 60, because of vertically opposite angles are equal. So if this is a 90 here, then we know that's a 90, because that's 180. So 90 and 90 make 180. So if C is 60, that means X must be 30. Because if that's 60, that's 60, vertically opposite angles equal. So that's 30 to make up the 90. And if you think about it, what is A? Well, you can do A two ways. There's a straight line right here. So A must be 120, because it's 180 there. And if you think of a straight line right here, then it's 180 through here. So A is 120. And we also have perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines are lines that form right angles. So when two lines are perpendicular to each other, there's a little box there to say they're perpendicular. They form a right angle. Perpendicular lines form right angles. And the symbol is, there's a symbol for perpendicular lines forming a right angle. And in this diagram, if line L, which is this one, it is perpendicular to, notice the perpendicular symbol right there, perpendicular to line F. So these two lines are perpendicular. That means A is a right angle, so it's 90 degrees. That means B is a right angle, 90 degrees. D is a right angle, 90 degrees. And C is a right angle, 90 degrees. Just think about it. When you crisscross like that and form a 90, that's two lines intersecting at right angles. So that's a 90. Across from it is equal to it is 90. And if that's a 180, then that's a 90, because they add up to 180. And that's a straight line there, straight angle, so that's 180. So they're all 90-degree angles. In this diagram, we have, it says that AB is perpendicular to FT. If AB is perpendicular to FT, that means ABT is 90 degrees, because that's perpendicular, that's right angle. And there's a right angle there. So FBA is 90 degrees right angle. And FBT, that's 180 degrees, because that's a straight line, straight angle. And the last page, we have a diagram, lines going everywhere, but keep in track. PA, which is this one, is perpendicular to ET. So PA is perpendicular to ET. So that's perpendicular. There's a right angle right there, and there's a right angle right there. because they're perpendicular, then these two lines form right angles. So if XAP is equal to TAP, so XAP is equal to 30. So let's mark 30 in the diagram. TAB is also 30. And we got to find the measures of the rest. So let's work them out. Let's work these out first. Then we'll come back to filling these in. So if that's a 90-degree angle right there, and that's a 30, then this must be 60. And if you think about a straight angle, right there, then that's 60, and 30 is 90. So that means that that must be a 90, because it's 180 degrees down here. And if you think about these straight lines, that means that that's 30 there, because they're directly across from each other as vertically opposite angles. And if you think of that as a 90, then that's a 30, then this must be 60, because 60 and 30 makes up a 90. And we want to come right on across here, then, or we can go right on this one. That's a 90 and 30 is 120, so this must be 60, because there's 180 through here. We just keep working it around, looking for perpendicular lines forming right angles, straight angles, VOAT, look around. So XAT is 60. BAC right there is 90. And EAC right here is 60. And EAF, this angle right there is 30. And FAP, this one is 60. Notice I filled them all in first. Then I went and looked. 60 degrees. I filled them all in, worked them all out. Then I filled them in here. Because if I had to go here and get that one and then go and get that one, it's best to fill in that diagram with as many angles as you can and then go over here and fill them in. Well, that takes us through the classification of angles. Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you liked the video, click on my like button, click on my subscribe button, click on the notification bell, because there's more videos that I'm doing as the time goes by. You may write a comment on this video if you wish, and visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com, and you'll get information in 3 different sections. Section on me tells you about my degrees and teaching experience. Section on videos tells you about the teaching strategies you're going to use to help you learn your math. And the section on content tells about the units or the topics that I have online and the number of videos on each of those topics. Plus, the black content has the videos that are already developed, and the black font has the videos already developed, and the red font has the videos that I'll be developing in the near future. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.